I'm live. All right. Okay. I know at this point I have no subscribers, and that's okay. Okay, for what I'm doing, I am getting situated on my bouncy ball. Okay, this is exciting. Like I said, I have, of course, no subscribers yet. In the background, I am showing off all my bouncy balls I have. That one looks orange, but it's not. It's pink. So I have a green, a purple, a blue, and a pink. In the background, I have my chair balls, and they're black. And then I'm sitting on a smaller purple one, because the purple one that you see in the background is my 85 centimeter one. Anyway, I am going live with a YouTube. Decided to go ahead and just go with Della's journey. I just have always had questions asked of me how I can be always so happy-go-lucky. And I'm going to share with you who I am and how I've come to that point in life where you have to be happy within, and you have to be happy with who you are. Big or small, tall or short, young or old, which you young will get old, because I never thought I would be 55. That was old. 55 was old back in the day. But anyway, where I'm going with this journey, who knows? I've had some really rough times and some really good times throughout my 55 years, and I'm okay to share that. At one point in time, being young at one time, was embarrassed to share, embarrassed to, and wanting to hide my mistakes. No, not so much. And the reason why I can say not so much, young people, is because your past will find you. And if you're hiding it or think nobody will ever know or ever find out, no, don't fool yourselves. And I'm okay where I'm at in life. Actually, I'm very okay with where I'm at in life. I know it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and some people are going to be like, what is she doing up at 2 and 3 in the morning? Well, I'm a night shifter, and I've always had dysfunctional sleeping, whether I was a day shifter or night shifter. So I'm going to share that, dysfunctional sleeping. And a lot of people don't realize that they're not the only ones out there, that they're there. A lot of people think, oh my word, everyone's sleeping. And no, don't fool yourself. Not everybody's sleeping. Not everybody's functional. I think I can just say probably nobody's functional. We're all dysfunctional in some way, shape, or form. And I am just going on a journey from, I'll talk about my blasts in the past of good times and bad times. Won't mention any names for the simple fact I might criminate I don't want to say innocent. It just may not be nice to mention names, and that's okay. because they may not be okay with their past. Um, but I have many different little stories and scenarios I will throw in my journey as I'm going from this day forward. I am 55, and I'm sorry. I at one point in time with my appearance, I look like I have a couple of pictures look like I call my prison pictures. I was and the reason why I call my prison pictures is not so much because I did look kind of rough, but it was where I was trapped within. Um, Everybody has some time in their life um, a prison time. And when I say that, I don't mean it literally in prison. I'm talking prison within and who you are, or where you're at, or if you're ashamed of where you're at. Um, I'm going to share that throughout my journey of not looking at your life mishaps. And some people um, can't help what happened to them in their journey of life. But what you can do is you may not be able to, um, how do I word that? You may not be able to take away your hurts and your anger, things that happen to you, not by choice, but just because that's the way um, the life journey has thrown at you. But what I can say is that take those hardship times and give it a whole new outlook. And I can say that because I've been there and I've done that. And I will share just a little small example. In my past journey in life, when my boys were small, um, I had a few people um, that that once my boys got older, wanted to tell them about their mother's past and about this and that. And but you know what? My God is an awesome God because He, way back then, said you need to speak the truth, good or bad. No, it's going to hurt and you're going to feel a little ashamed. But you know what? I've always been upfront with my boys, and I shared with them mommy's journey when they were before they were conceived and after they were conceived and how they were conceived. And you know what? I'm okay to share that because it's made me who I am today. It's made me the person that I'm good with. I'm okay with. I don't have to worry about skeletons in my closet because they're already out there. And it's an awesome feeling because, I'm sure you shouldn't be sharing that. And, people should know about that. Well, people do know. And why not share? Why not hear it from the horse's mouth? So my boys early on in life knew exactly what happened and their conceivement and where and where and how and well maybe not how but why. But anyways, like I said, I am okay with sharing my I got a little flingy. there. Anyways, um, and it's okay to it's just okay. That's what this whole journey is going to be on. It's just okay, and it's good. And so let's begin with um, shortcuts, because as I talk throughout my journey here on my YouTube, different subjects will come up, and so I'm going to start off with my last 16 years of my life, which have been very phenomenal. 16 years. I'm married. I met a gentleman named Ricky Ray Brainerd. Now there's a couple other Rickies. There's the junior, and then there's the grandson. I got the well, the one that's still alive. I got the top notch senior. And he is a phenomenal man. I met him July of 2003, and it was like at the end of July. Near the end of it was like the end of July, right at the beginning of August. Because right in that short time frame, I think it was like around July. I'm thinking maybe the 25th or close to that area, because we got married August 22nd of 2003. Yes, 1 month. 1 month. But what was so cool about that 16 years ago was I had just turned 40, and he was at the end of his 40, entering into his 50s, and we both have had our fair share of experiences throughout the years. Both of us had been married and divorced. We both have had kids, and by the time I met him, his was grown and awesome young people. I just adore my stepkids. They are phenomenal. I'm very fortunate because in reality, there's a lot. I gotta bounce a little bit here. There's a lot of unfortunate situations like that. Either the stepdad or the stepmom, kids don't like, throughout their, experiences. But my experience was very fortunate, was very awesome, very good. My experience was I was welcomed with open arms, warm open arms with my stepkids. They were all grown and married and with their own families. And they've had their hardships, absolutely. And I'm unfortunate, but very fortunate that I was there to be with them, and love them. And then my boys, of course, my boys were only 10 and 11 at that time. And Rick had already raised his first, set a family. And he was not going to marry somebody with kids at home, because him and I had talked about that after we had gotten married. He had shared that with me, but when we met, it was just so real, so awesome. We hit it. We hit it off right at first, right from the get-go. But the funny thing about it is when we met, I was not looking for a relationship. I had already been married twice, and that will be another way down the road, um, sharing. But right now, I'm sharing the excitement of my husband that I've been married to for 16 years. Going on 17 this August. And it's just been the most wonderful 16 years. I'm sure have we had our, things that we had to work through? Absolutely. Everybody does. But my fear was when I got into this relationship and then marriage, was how long is it going to last? Will he love me for who I am? I was afraid. I was afraid. I mean, this was going into my third marriage, and with 2 boys, and the boys adored him, and they still love him. He's a father figure that they never had. He stepped right up to the plate and raised them. Now, did we, have our clashes? Oh yeah. But they adore him. They are now 26 and 27, and they still call him, well, of course they'd still call him. We're still married, but they call him for any advice, for they love him. And so we had a very, very good story with our relationship. A very good 16 years, and still going. And that is what I'm focusing on. Did we have our differences? Did we have our struggles? I would say more differences than struggles. I don't think we never struggled with our love. But we both knew when we got married 16 years ago, we both knew that what kind of relationship we wanted, what kind of marriage we wanted. And like I said, he's told me over and over and over, wow, I love our relationship. I love our marriage. I love that we can be ourselves and still love each other for who we are individually. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. I mean, I went wrong. I went wrong in my first couple marriages. I had to learn where Della went wrong, so Della could be in a better relationship if she ever was going to ever get into one again. Because after my second marriage, no, it was done. I was just dating, and but Rick changed that. My husband for 16 years has changed that. My advice, though, don't have to go through 2 marriages to have a good relationship. No. My advice is to listen to one another. Truly listen to one another. And truly stay alive in your relationship. Still be your own individuals, but still love each other. When I say your own individuals, like my husband, he loves to go hunting. Loves hunting. Now, if you know me, there's no way I'd be out there sitting quiet for hours in the woods and having to be quiet. No. that would never happen. Me to be quiet? Yeah, okay. My husband, to see him get on something like this and talk. No, 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 no. But does he shame me or put me down or make me feel like a less of a person because I'm not like him? No, no. We love each other. And that's where you gotta get in a relationship where you love them for who they are, not because you need to help them or you need to take care of them or you need to cure them or no. Oh my word, heavens no. Do not, do not get in a relationship that you have to feel like you are saving the day. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, you get in a relationship because you love who they are and you're not wanting to change them. That is huge. Huge, huge, huge. And I know you hear that all the time, but really apply that. Really, truly apply that. Do not, do not get in a relationship because you have to save them or change, or you like their looks, but you want to change them. Let's face it. When you need to change somebody, you really don't like them. You just like how they look. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. If you have to change them, then you don't like them. You just like how they look. Or you're so dysfunctional that you need to figure it out. But anyways, if you're already in that kind of relationship, I'm not saying leave them. I'm saying maybe you need to both sit down and figure it out. Because I don't promote divorce at all. Have I been divorced? Oh heavens, yes. Because I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah. And we'll leave that. That will be for a later time. We'll leave that alone. So anyway, so now my husband is so awesome. I was showing you guys my all my bouncy balls earlier. I got more out in the garage. They actually, somebody had asked me a very good question about, okay, why do you have so many balls? And does the color really make a difference? Yes. The reason why I ended up with so many bouncy balls is because when my husband and I first realized, because my knees were bad, I couldn't really do treadmills. I think I can try them now, and I think I'll be okay on them. But my knees were just, and I was much heavier. I was like, I start off at 260. Okay, I'm going to put that out there. I started off at 260. When I got my very first ball, way back a few years back. And I got my first ball, but I didn't realize what I'd gotten. And so I just kind of sat out in the garage or out in the workout room. Not a big deal. Well, as my knees had gotten worse, I realized I couldn't really jog and get to the point where I was kind of not being able to really walk well. And I'm a nurse. I was like, oh no, I have to walk. So I just one day out of blue here it was on March 1st actually, just this year, I pulled out that bouncy ball. Actually, I pulled out a couple weeks even prior to that. That bouncy ball had been sitting out there like for maybe 3 years, and I started bouncing on it. And I'm bouncing away, bouncing on it. All of a sudden, kaboom! It went boom, and my husband's eyes got huge. He almost jumped over this section that we have, which there's a wall in between. He jumps over that, or he almost did. I shouldn't say he did. And he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Because I was laying on the ground, and I looked up at him. I didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. And I got up and kind of shocked, like, "Am I that heavy that I busted that bouncy ball?" And he looks at me. He says, "Oh no, honey, no." This girl's. This is adorable. He says, "No, the seams were weak, honey." I was like, "Oh my word!" Now that's adorable because he was so sincere. He goes, "No, honey, the seams, they were weak." And my sister and I still laugh over that. But anyways, so now moving forward, we started looking into buying some bouncy balls. Well, we bought a couple of them, not realizing the 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 pressure and the anti-burst balls, the ones that you don't want to bust when you bounce on them. Um, yes, we. He started reading it more. And he goes, "Oh, we don't have the right balls." And he says, those are fine, but they only hold 350 um, pounds. It's up to 350 pounds, and they're only 350-pound pressure balls. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, I'm 260. Oh no, that's not it. I'm gonna bust them again. He's like, "No, honey, no." I'm like, "Yes." So he started looking into the bouncy balls and found some heavy duty ones that I felt comfortable bouncing on. So there is different quality balls out there. You've got you've got your different quality balls. You need to make sure that you know. And I know this is the funny part, but you need to make sure you know what balls you're buying before you buy them, because there's different um, there are different qualities. There are different kinds. So that's how we ended up with so many bouncy balls, is because as we were reading along, we were finding each time a better quality ball. So we would buy the better quality ball. So we got a couple weak ones that I don't like really bounce on. And then we got our better ones, our better quality. Then we got our really good ones. And then the sizes. Be careful of the size of the balls, because when we first ordered them, we didn't realize, because when we were looking at it, it said 45 centimeters to 85 centimeters. So we thought, oh, you can pump them up to the different sizes of centimeters. No. No, that's not the way it works. Okay, so when you're buying your bouncy balls, you go in there and find that clicky button and look for 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. And you buy the sizes that you want. Well, we have from 45 to 85 because we didn't know better. So it's actually a joke among my friends and with my husband and I to have so many balls that it's become actually a very awesome talk thing. But I'm just educating everybody that there is a difference in the sizes, the quality, and the color. I mean, the color really, like my I will show you the purple ball, the smaller one. This is the 65 one that I'm bouncing on. This one here, back here, is my 85. See how much bigger it is? And anyways, so I do different exercises on the different sizes. But I've got my green one, my pink one, my blue one, and the pink and the pink and the green are just softer, but they're still good quality. But they're the softer. They're the softer balls. The purple and the blue are my firmer balls, and I'm not sure why, because these two are both 1,000-pound pressure balls, and this is the softer and this is the firmer. And then we have a couple of them back there that are my, I'm sorry, these are my 2,000. There's 1,000, there's 2,000. These are my 2,000 pressure balls. The green and the blue one are my 1,000-pound pressure balls. Yes, make sure you buy either the 1,000 or the 2,000 pressure balls. They're thicker and better quality, and especially if you're heavier. And I wouldn't even say, even if you're smaller or thinner, to buy like the 350 pressure pound balls. No, I am sold on the 1,000-pound pressure ball or the 2,000 pressure balls. So yes, that is the education on the balls, and I am definitely down quite a bit. I'm still above 200, but I'm definitely down quite a bit, where my walking's gotten better. My energy level is much better. I'm actually feeling better, even though I'm still a big girl. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better because I'm moving. I'm not sitting on the couch, eating potato chips or Little Debbie's. Not going to say I don't ever not eat them anymore, but I really am, of course, using my Fitbit, but I'm really watching the amount I take in. Do not tell yourself that you can't have something. Like the other day, I was in an ice cream mode, and I measured my ice cream out. I measured, I packed that right in there. I measured 1 cup, packed that baby right in there. I mean, it was packed. So when I scooped it out into the bowl, it was nice size, because I got it really packed in there really good. But of course, then I plug in the into the Fitbit and keep my ranges where they need to be, and I'm losing. I'm feeling much better. I'm eating better quality food, but I'm also not telling myself that I can't ever have a. I don't even want to call it a treat, because why would you call something like that a treat? That's not a treat. My headbands. Now, I am so big on my headbands. If you looking at my Facebook, you'll see all. And I'll start posting. I'm just learning how to do this. So, but my next day off, which will be Thursday, I will be talking again about my feeling better, my bouncing, and just my life journey. But take me serious about relationships. Don't get in if you're not in a relationship, don't get in a relationship where you have to fix them. That goes guys or girls. I'm not anti-men. I have 2 sons. I'll tell that story too, because I can't say that I didn't like that I've always liked men, because I didn't. Especially after my second marriage. Yeah. But you know what? No. It goes both ways. Now that I have 2 boys and I've raised them, ooh, you girls, yeah. But my boys, well, one is not dating anybody at this point, but my other one, my younger boy, wonderful, wonderful young lady. I just adore her. She is the best thing that has ever happened to him. She's just so good for him. So, yes, I'm putting you out there, girl. I adore you. And on that note, I am going to stop this segment and I will continue on Thursday. Y'all, if you have any questions, just ask me. I will give you the best answer I can. I'm not, out here to counsel anybody. I'm just going to share you my journey. And am I going to be sitting here? No, I'm not actually take you out on the road with me. I may be on tomorrow night with some of my work people, with my work people. I love the other nurses I work with. Oh, and what's so awesome? My boss, the administrator, awesome man. He, when he realized how serious I was with the bouncy balls, they actually purchased me one at work that I have to sit on while I'm there for 12 hours and doing, our nurse thing. Of course, I'm careful when I talk about work because that's that could be a HIPAA violation, which I'm huge on confidentiality. Huge on confidentiality. So I love you all, and I might be back on tomorrow night, but I'll be on for Thursday for sure. Mwah. I love my new journey. Now I gotta figure out how to end this. There it is. End stream.